Listen, you know who it is, you know who it's not? Digger. Yeah, see, I'm gonna try to use that. I'm gonna try to use that as something that I say at the start of videos. But I usually just start recording without ever putting any thought into it. So I don't really have intros. But anyway. I wanted to play Showdown, but I was like, do I really want to play Showdown? Do I really? I got this like weird fucking what's his name? Quilladin? It's like the Chespin mid evolution. It's like ZU team that has Quilladin on it. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty fun to use. Nobody thinks about Quilladin, right? But then I was like, we could also watch this. It's a Wifies, however you say it. It's probably Wifies, most likely. Wifies video solving the Matchbox mystery. Now I've watched some of his other stuff, especially the one with the Yellow King and Dare Lord and all that. The fucking Avery ARG where it's like, oh, at the crossroads, don't turn left. That shit is so sick. So we're gonna watch this one. So we gotta solve a mystery, obviously, and I'm very good at mystery solving, so let's do it.
I discovered the Matchbox a few weeks ago. While searching YouTube for strange channels, I came across one with 6 videos, 5 of which were essentially just unedited gameplay files. I usually focus on more cryptic and ciphered videos, but something about this channel caught my interest, and after taking a look, I can tell you that hidden inside this seemingly boring footage is one of the strangest and most interesting puzzles I've ever seen, just waiting to be solved. Clicking on the first video, titled Matchbox Round 1.
I was going to say, because he said puzzles, so I was like, is it an escape room? That's my first thought after he said it was a puzzle. Let's see what we got.
Takes us into a dining room of sorts. We see a strange set of items in the hotbar, and our player walks around, seemingly exploring the room for the first time. They cross into another room filled with pots, and then turn the corner to see another player running right at them. Our player takes a step back before turning to place a sign saying hello, but by the time they look up again, the other player is gone.
You type slow as hell. You see that shit?
I'm confused. This person looks around.
Hold on.
Into it, they look up.
Bro, this fucker types slow as hell.
Step back.
Look, he put the sign down.
Place a sign saying hello, but
by
the time they look
it up. It took bro so long to press done.
Confused,
I guess it's not typing
looks
slow.
Around into
let me stop fucking having the video playing while I talk, because that's not a good idea, because I want to be able to listen and understand all this stuff. Yeah, he fucking put the sign down. They took 1 billion years to press done. He gave that other guy all the time in the world to walk away. This guy's a fucking loser. This is our POV character? God damn it.
By graveyard, but is unable to find the other player. They turn back down the corridor into a giant room with a tree in the center, where they encounter someone else. They try saying hello again, and this time the new player doesn't run, introducing herself as Flute. Our protagonist reciprocates, introducing himself as Oak, and Flute,
like the professor? Shit, I guess.
Asks, almost jokingly, if he's the spark, to which Oak replies no. But wait, okay, what is all this? Well, this is the Matchbox.
I kind of assumed it was the Matchbox Wi-Fi's. It says solving the Matchbox mystery. I kind of assumed it was the Matchbox. Can you explain to me what the Matchbox is? Is it Squid Game? Why are you doing this? What the fuck am I looking at?
As we can find out by clicking on the video titled Matchbox Rules, everything we're about to see is a sort of puzzle. The premise is that 7 players are competing to split.
Why did he take so long to spawn in? Is it, like, they all spawn in line, except for him, and also who's the other?
Is a sort of puzzle. The premise is that 7 players are competing to split $1,000.
Bro is artistic.
But one of them is the spark. The goal of the spark is to slowly eliminate players one by one until only one is left standing. They do this by marking one person each round by right-clicking them with an open hand. When the round ends after 10 minutes, whoever was marked instantly dies, unless they were protected by the other role role, the medic, which also marks someone with an open hand. It's then up to the remaining players to discuss who they think the spark is and vote them out before the discussion timer ends. The twist is that we don't know who the spark is either. We're just as clueless as the players in the footage, and using what we see in these 5 videos, it's up to us, the audience.
We only have one POV character who is assumedly not the imposter or the spark, so of course we don't know who it is.
To solve the puzzle of the matchbox and find the spark. So with that said, the fact that this player that Oak ran into had their open hand out is already a little concerning.
Sus, but they walked away.
Is far from over, and Oak asks
really fast. They didn't approach him
to explore the map with him, but as he does, another player approaches them. Oak and Flute step back, evidently concerned, but the player introduces himself peacefully as Glove. Oak asks if he's the spark, and Glove replies that he probably isn't.
Why the fuck are you asking him if he's the spark, brosif? First of all, I get that the other person asked you, but like, don't you think it's weird if somebody walks up and you say, hey, are you the spark? You're trying to draw attention away from yourself. And also, they're not just going to say yes. Like, come on. It's
asking
dumb.
If either of them have seen a player called Mustard. Oak says no, and Flute also says no, unless Mustard was in the dining hall. Glove says Mustard.
I heard Mustard and fucking... Why would they do that?
Was in the junkyard, a
Somebody
room
play
we'll
the
soon
edit.
see, and asks why he even showed up to play if he's just going to hide in a corner all game. To which Flute responds, for the money. After a bit more chatting,
like, why are you hating on somebody who just wants to live through the fucking round?
The 3 of them decide that if they ever run into each other again, they'll quickly flash their axe as a greeting. That way they'll know it's really one of them. The 3 of them cross into the library, explore for a little, and then venture into the scrapyard, where, as Glove mentioned, they run into a player crouching in the corner.
Is that Mustard?
Just watching them. The 3 of them turn down the other hallway into the lounge room, exploring a little further before suddenly they get blindness, indicating the round has ended. The meeting starts, and we learn that Flute is dead.
That's crazy.
From this,
see, now you're getting framed. Now you're an easy frame. Glove's gonna be like, I was with them, and they were with each other first, and he was talking to her. There's a good chance that he probably did it, guys. Oh boy, he's gonna say that.
First round alone, we've already met 5 of the 7 players in this game: Oak, Flute, Glove, Mustard, and whoever this was at the start. Given that Flute must have been marked at some point in the round, it's very likely that Glove could have killed her, though given his immediate reaction in
that doesn't mean anything. His immediate reaction in chat doesn't mean shit. Have you ever played Among Us? He pre-typed that. He pre-typed that. He said, whoa, Flute, right as he marked her. That's probably not what happened.
It's unsure. The actual meeting footage is just a long chat
Are you
conversation,
stupid?
though.
Calm down.
And for
it's
the
not a
sake
big
of an
deal. Are you
entertaining
kidding me?
video,
Just go
I've
and shoot
constructed my own meeting room and will turn these chat messages directly into voice-acted audio.
Gonna do it for me.
Every
I'm a
line
professional
you're
voice
about
actor.
to hear is straight from the meeting chat.
Whoa, Flute?
What? We were just with.
Hello? Are you
stupid?
Calm down. It's not a big deal.
Are you kidding me? You can't just go shooting the first person you see. That's ridiculous.
Well, you weren't holding a tool, bro.
What?
Your open hand was out like you were gonna mark me. So surely you'd only do that if you were the spark.
Genuinely, you must be the spark. How? I don't know how someone...
Okay, they're both stupid. They're both stupid. First of all, he's talking about you were holding your hand out to mark me, you must be the spark, and then he fucking shot him with something, apparently. What are you shooting him with? I saw crossbow in the inventory. They have a crossbow. Is this like murder mystery on fucking Roblox? You know about that shit? Where the sheriff has a gun and they can shoot somebody, and if they shoot him and get it wrong, they die, and that person dies too. But if they shoot him and get it right, they win. Is that how the crossbow works?
You can't just go...
Then again, he did shoot him, and neither of them died.
Shooting the first person you see, that's ridiculous.
Well, you weren't holding a tool, bro.
Bro?
What?
Your open hand was out like you were gonna mark me. So surely you'd only do that if you were the spark.
Genuinely, you must be the spark. How? I don't know how someone could be this dumb.
Dude,
But like, why would you accuse him of being the spark if he just shot you with the crossbow? That makes no fucking sense.
Makes perfect sense.
His thing also doesn't
Dude,
make any
this
sense.
idiot
They're
is
both
gonna be the
stupid.
reason we lose $1,000. Ridiculous.
If you're wondering what Knife is talking about and why he's so aggressive, I can only answer the former. You may have noticed that Oak, and everyone else, is given a crossbow. Each round, they get one arrow that can reveal the name tag of whoever they shoot. Cardboard, seeing that Knife had no item in his hand, must have thought he was going to get marked and shot him. An act that Knife does not take lightly.
Well, if anything bad happens...
It's not... You know what? Bro, Knife is pissing me off already because, like, it's not as if that's an issue. You know what I mean? It's not as if there's a problem there. Like, he shot you with the crossbow and he fucking, he revealed your... Like, shut the fuck up. All right.
Just know, Knife wasn't holding an item.
Come on. There's no way we're serious. You have to be trolling. Can we just vote this guy out? He's practically useless.
With your attitude, we might as well just vote you out and save ourselves the trouble.
And who invited you,
they're all so
smart
fucking
guy?
annoying.
Last I checked, the girl you were with was the first to go. So don't you think it's a little bit more likely that you're the spark as opposed to me and Blockhead over here?
You think I killed her? That's why I'm surprised.
She was with us, but it would be stupid for Oak to kill her round one while I was also with him. And the same goes for me. If anything, I say that makes both of us less suspicious.
Yeah, likely story.
I think it makes sense. Mustard, do you have any info?
No, I didn't see anything.
Why is he so
Well,
fucking
you're just a
emo?
bundle of joy, aren't you?
I could say the same thing to you.
This is also true. You know, I was hating for no reason.
So, who is it?
We don't know yet.
We don't know, dimwit. If we knew the game,
Shut your bitch ass up.
game would be over.
Listen, it's not gonna get you anywhere to insult the guy. How about instead we just think up a plan?
I agree. We only have like 30 more seconds left anyway, so let's at least get our info. I finished the game with Knife and Cardboard. Glove, you and Oak were with Flute right before she died, right?
The round ends with Glove asking this.
And I take it no one was swapped with anyone? If so, that'd be good info to have.
Swap.
No.
Nope.
The final thing I have yet to mention about Matchbox...
Why this guy always leaving out fucking details? Like, it could help me solve the case better if you would just tell me all this shit, like, right at the start, Broseph.
It's that every 2 minutes, by pressing G, the Spark can swap positions with a random player on the map, so checking for swaps seems like a good strategy to get information.
Wait,
Yeah?
how would we know if we was swapped?
You changed position, dumbass.
You cannot be serious.
With hardly any information after the first meeting, it seems like Glove may be the most likely candidate for who marked Flute, meaning that Oak may have just befriended the killer. Regardless, the next round starts with Oak in the...
It's really not, though. Like, he's trying to lay on these words, bro. He's got the gift of gab. He's trying to fucking fool me and shit. It's not gonna be Glove. Alright, I already know it's not gonna be Glove. There's just no fucking way.
Scrapyard, and he runs towards the lounge and immediately bumps into another player exiting the maze. Oak swaps to his axe, and the other player, Glove, does the same. After confirming that neither of them had run into someone else on the way here, Glove mentions that whoever killed Flute was...
Okay. This guy types a lot. If it isn't you, of course. Get the fuck out of my face, dog.
likely the person she saw in the dining hall who she thought could have been Mustard. Oak agrees, and then Glove suggests a stakeout. He leads Oak up a secret path he spotted in the tree at the center of the atrium. Their plan is to hold a stakeout and try to catch someone in a lie, and it's not long before they
Why are you in third
spot
person?
someone.
Just
Two
look
players
down.
emerge from the direction of the pot room, one following the other.
Exactly.
The one in front places a sign, and Oak turns down his FOV to try and get a better look. The text is admittedly hard to read, but seems to say something like, "Stop following me." The other player tries to place a sign in response, but the first player breaks it before they can finish typing.
That's Knife.
And then this happens again.
That's
the
Knife.
first player places another sign before walking away, but quickly runs into someone else.
That's probably Knife and either Cardboard or Mustard. Because Knife is obviously the one breaking the signs. Cardboard seemed a little daft, a little stupid. But Mustard... Well, Mustard didn't seem stupid. He just seemed out of it. It's probably Cardboard.
From the lounge. Oak watches.
And I don't mean he's probably the killer. I mean that's probably him and Knife. Because Knife is breaking his signs because he's an asshole. And Cardboard is trying to communicate with him.
as the two stare each other down. Before the first player writes something on a sign we can't read, the player on the lounge stares at it and then walks away. The first player then leaves towards the library.
They put on the sign, Oak is listening. Glove is listening. The Spark is listening. Fucking Chainsaw Man.
With the second following close behind. Oak and Glove immediately get to talking, speculating that what we just watched was Knife and Cardboard, for which the behavior lines up with what we know about both characters. Who they ran into is a bit more ambiguous though, with Oak thinking that it could be Mustard. The round keeps going with no more player sightings, and before it ends, Oak tells Glove to meet him in the viewing lobby next round. When the meeting comes, it's Cardboard who's found dead.
That's
Good
crazy.
riddance.
As if you didn't kill.
Alright, so this looks bad for Knife, but it could also be bad for Mustard. See what I mean? Because Knife is clearly the more abrasive red herring type. I don't think that... Because clearly this wasn't a game played between actual people. This is all a story that was put together, right? So I feel like Knife is too big of a red herring. I mean, he's literally wearing a red shirt. And I know that's only for this video, and in the actual footage, they're all just a regular Steve skins, but, like, it's not Knife. So that narrows it down to me. It cannot be our point of view character. It can't be Glove, because there was no way Glove could have even been around any of them. It's not Knife because he's a red herring, so it's already down to either Mustard or Venus.
Excuse me?
I mean, Knife, it's obvious to everyone here that he pissed you off in the first
That's a red
round.
herring, bro.
And since he kept following you around, you couldn't mark anyone without him knowing.
That's
so
a
you
red
pretty
herring.
much had to kill him.
That's way too obvious. Only a wormwit would have killed him in my position. Why would I kill the person following me around and essentially incriminate myself?
Because you're low-key kind of stupid?
I don't think that's true. I just don't think that's true. I think you're assuming that because you don't like him. But I think that Knife is probably an intelligent individual.
Yeah, you're one to talk.
True. Oak is low-key
Glove,
stupid.
do you have any information?
Only as much as Oak does. Knife, you entered the atrium with Cardboard, right?
And if I did, how would you know?
How would you know?
If you're not the Spark, this is how we clear you.
Except he's not clear.
Yeah, we came in.
Except he's not cleared. Where did that even come from, by the way? Because he's saying he turned chat messages into these voice lines. Did this stupid motherfucker type in, like, fucking parentheses, fucking italics, except he's not clear, like in mind, you know, like italics in my brain, except he's not clear. Like, where the fuck did this come from? Oh, Dicker, stop reading so much into it. It's just a video. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'll read into it how much I want to read into it.
A little bit after the round started.
Did you see anyone else in that time?
Not beforehand. I ran into Cardboard first, and the kid just like latched onto me like a parasite.
Okay.
Afterwards, we ran into someone coming from the lounge before I left.
And you met Cardboard where?
The pottery room by the dining
That
hall.
would have been Mustard.
Okay, and who was the player you ran into in the atrium?
You tell me, genius. I have no idea.
True.
Was it Mustard?
It was me.
All right.
Well,
Mustard.
there you go. Mustard.
This essentially confirms that Oak and Glove were right. This interaction was Knife, Cardboard, and Mustard, with Venus unaccounted for.
And Venus,
that's an issue.
where were you?
The maze, just looking around for anything interesting.
The maze.
Seems like it's probably Knife then.
Well,
What the fuck are you talking? God, I hate stupid protagonists. It's not Knife. The more likely candidate would be Mustard there, you fucking idiot. Oh my god.
the maze is on the far left, and given
This protagonist has never played a game of fucking Among Us in his life. He's never played a game of fucking Werewolf in his life, bro. He's never played any social deduction game ever.
Mustard came from the lounge, and Venus didn't mention running into him, I take it Venus was closer to the left side than the right.
Okay.
I mean,
I take it Venus...
yeah, clearly she's closer. If the maze is on the left, okay.
was closer to the left side than the right.
Okay, and?
And he thinks I could have interacted with Cardboard and marked him
She could have.
before he met Knife.
Exactly.
Not
Again,
bad
it's
logic,
Mustard
but
or
I didn't
Venus.
see anyone that game. I was just trying to learn the layout of the
That could easily be a lie, but also whatever.
maze.
Fair enough, but all we have is your word.
Exactly.
Knowing if the medic was still alive would be good information.
Why the fuck would anyone reveal that shit? Have you ever played a game of werewolf in your life, boy? I swear to God.
I think it's just gonna outright say that they're the medic.
Exactly.
I don't know. Someone like maybe Venus, Mustard. That's a clear right there if no one can.
Somebody like maybe Venus, Mustard. No, they fucking. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Tests it.
Yeah, a clear and a target on their back. You're just fishing for your next kill, aren't you? That or you're helping
That's also stupid.
out your girl here find her next victim.
What is he talking
You're
about?
so unpleasant, you know?
Yo, I hope the spark marks you next.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
scared.
big man.
Come mark me yourself then, Oak. Show me how to do it.
Call me
Listen,
LeBron the
if
way
I
this
was the
guy.
Spark,
Ooh,
you would
scary.
already be out of this game by now.
Shiver me timbers, bro.
With that, the meeting ends, and Oak is sent into the library for round 3. But first, let's discuss for a second what we already know. So far, 2 people have died.
Yeah.
Flute, who was with Glove and Oak, and Cardboard, who was with Knife. So who could have made these kills? The obvious suspect is Knife. The guy
Mustard.
is clearly hostile and has a very good reason to kill Cardboard.
Is
Though,
the
as he
obvious
pointed out, it would
suspect.
seem stupid to kill the person following him and
But also, Venus is slightly less obvious than Mustard because she is completely unaccounted for every single time, and she never has anything to say. Her stories are never backed and are never contested for some reason. Like it's only ever been between those two.
incriminate himself. As for the Flute kill, it's possible that any of Knife, Mustard, or Venus could have been the player that Flute ran into at the very start of the round. As Glove points out, Venus is totally unaccounted for Cardboard's kill and could have also marked him right away. Mustard, on the other hand, has a very clear alibi. He was at the bottom right with no way to see Cardboard. The most interesting suspect here, though, is Glove. He could have
No way to see Cardboard. Am I remembering incorrectly? Was Cardboard not there when Mustard came into the atrium to meet Knife? Because if he wasn't, then that means it can literally only be Venus.
and the kill on Flute in the first round without Oak noticing, and while the Cardboard kill looks impossible, Glove did start the round coming out of the maze, the same side of the map we know Cardboard started in too, given he met Knife in the pottery room.
True. Let me look at this layout real quick. So you're telling me, because I'd have to fucking download the map to know the actual layout of all this shit. So if Knife starts here, and this is the atrium, I guess? This is where they all were when he marked it as atrium. This is the atrium. Knife starts here. Oak starts at the scrapyard. These two meet at the maze and the lounge. They all started in the maze? Or did they all just start left side? And you have to get through the maze to reach the lounge? Alright. He starts scrapyard. He starts library. This is left side. Venus or Glove could have easily gotten the Cardboard kill. But we no longer know that it's not Glove. Because I did not know that they all started in the maze. So it could also be Glove. So for me, it's between Mustard, Venus, and Glove. But if it was Glove, you would have had a really easy time killing Oak. Then again, it would be stupid to kill Oak because you guys are already buddy-buddy, so you might as well keep the guy around that thinks you're innocent, so I guess it would have been a better idea to kill Cardboard. I have my eye on Glove now, but let's say Glove is the killer. Glove marks Cardboard, comes to the lounge. Oak comes from the scrapyard to the lounge. They discuss, they go to the atrium, they watch all this shit happen, and then Cardboard dies. He now has a pretty solid alibi, pretty clear way to win this. Say Venus does it. Say Venus marks Cardboard immediately. Glove goes to the lounge. Oak meets Bro in the lounge. Cardboard is marked, leaves either to the dining hall to meet up with Knife or into the lounge to meet up with Knife in the... I guess he would have to go left because he would need to... How did he meet up with Knife? He would have to go left to meet up with Knife, but Knife ends up in the atrium from the pottery room? Hold on, let me position myself real quick. If you're looking from the tree with how they're looking, it would seem that Knife and Cardboard came out of the lounge, right? And that Mustard came out of the library and met them. So he would also have gone right? I guess he just got out of the maze slower. And then how would Knife have met him on the way there? What the fuck? Not only do I think it's impossible for Knife to have killed him simply because he's a red herring, I also think it is physically impossible for them to have met each other on the way there. They had to have only just spotted each other as they entered the atrium. I'm just gonna give up on that. I'm too stupid for this.
As promised
So
in the
library
last round,
walks
runs
out,
from the
and then
library
one
through the
on
atrium and
that side. So that's where, if I remember reviewing correctly, that's the library. So Mustard didn't exit from the library. He exited from wherever the viewing room is.
to the viewing lobby where Glove is already waiting for
Hey,
him.
Glove.
Glove mentions that he ran into a player in the atrium on his way here, and Oak once again suggests a stakeout, to which Glove of
Sure.
course agrees, suggesting that this time they keep watch on opposite corners of the tree to cover more ground. After
as well.
making their way up, the two watch for any other players, and a few minutes
God, Wi-Fi's, you make it so hard to solve this. This video feels like it's cut so maliciously that I don't even know what side. I mean, I could infer that it's the left side, but I mean, like, come on. Obviously, it's the left side. I'm not that stupid, right?
later, they see someone coming up from the lounge.
what's even on the left
player
side?
looks around, and as Oak watches,
That's the
we
lounge?
see
The
someone-
lounge is that... So... What side were they on last time? Did Mustard come from the lounge? I guess he went library, scrapyard, lounge. That's what a weird path.
coming up from the lounge. The player looks around and as Oak watches, runs into the left wing of the map. Oak runs to tell Glove
That's the library,
and then
right?
returns to his post.
Or-
A few minutes go by and another
it
player
could not
runs
be, I
out of the
guess.
library. According to
That
Glove,
is the library.
they ran into the viewing lobby right after. The round then continues silently until this happens.
That's not the sound effect it fucking played. Anyway.
Oak is suddenly swapped into the maze, and we get
Okay.
a first look at the inside
You
of
gotta
the tunnels.
swap.
Surprised, he wanders the labyrinth for the last minute of the round,
Mm-hmm.
but when the meeting starts,
Guys,
Yes?
I was marked.
What? How?
And the medic saved you?
Yeah, they must have.
So looks like the medic's alive after all.
Okay.
Oak, you're the only one who knew where I was hiding, and the only person
Alright.
who could have reached me.
Wait, what?
The entire game, I've only
Don't say wait. Okay.
interacted with two people, you and whoever I saw at the start. No one else could get up to that tree without me or you seeing.
You think that it was me who marked you?
Are you fucking stupid? Tell him you were swapped. Talking about some...
I want to
you
trust
think-
you.
Talking about some... You think it was me who marked you? Buddy, don't rely on him having some fucking weird blind faith in you because y'all are pals now. Just tell him what actually fucking happened.
But there's no one else it could be.
What a surprise.
Oh, is he telling the truth?
No, what? How could I have marked you?
Dude.
It had to have been the other person you ran into.
Well, that's just it.
Oak, you know he ran into 3 people because you got swapped. The fucking imposter was literally right next to him for like the last minute of the game, dumbass. The person he met at the start was the medic, because we know you're not the medic. We know you're not the spark. You're an innocent. The person he met at the start of the round was the medic, and the person he met at the end of the round was the imposter. It's that fucking simple. Obviously, they have no way to know who either of those people are since name tags don't exist and they all have the same skin. But, like, just fucking say it.
Couldn't have been because someone else must have protected me. Meaning, unless you're the medic and you're telling me that right now that you saved my life, which it doesn't sound like you are, then you must be the spark.
this is a big accusation, but not an unfounded one. Glove being marked but saved by the medic means that of the 2 people he interacted with, the mystery man in the atrium and Oak, 1 is the medic and 1 is the spark, which doesn't look too good for Oak here, but Knife brings up an interesting point.
He could be lying, you know.
I already told you I'm not lying.
Not you,
Not you,
genius.
dumbass.
Glove. He might not have been marked. It could be that the spark just didn't kill.
The chat messages literally stop for a small while.
Fair enough, actually. I don't know. I mean, I guess this game is more, like, known to them. Would it tell you that you got protected at the end of the round? Or would it just say no one died or something? You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know how the game works because I've never seen the game, obviously.
As everyone realizes that Glove could have been lying about being marked and saved. And if that is the case, and he is actually the Spark, then he's just made the boldest play of the game.
Which is a really
if
dumb
anyone here's
play.
the medic and you didn't protect someone, then speak up now and we know that Glove is the killer.
Medic, speak up now.
Okay, so this clearly
Speak up now to at least confirm.
proves that Glove is innocent.
And that makes you the killer.
No, it doesn't, dumbass.
And I can prove it too. Yo, Glove, where did you run into the other players earlier?
Atrium, heading south.
Did anyone run into someone else in the atrium?
Are you stupid? Owning up to that would be admitting you're either the killer or the medic. Although we already know the former is you.
You're not helping here, Knife.
And I don't see you doing anything, Princess. Unfortunate that your only friend here has turned out to be the Spark.
There's no proof that it's Oak.
Come on, you can see it just as well as I can.
Why are
Glove,
you...
did I ever walk up to you during our stakeout on the tree?
These people are so fucking
Yes.
stupid.
You told me someone came from the lounge.
Did I ever after that though?
True.
With a minute left or anything?
True.
You asked for more signs.
And don't you find that strange?
And don't you find that odd? After we
Okay, he said odd, not strange. But, like, dude, you gotta come out with it. Like, you can't just take these long-ass dramatic pauses and be like, oh, come on, bro chacho. You know I would never do that, brokey ball. Come on, brew man. Ah, like, bro, just say, listen, man. With 1 minute left on the clock, did I approach you with my hand open? Or did I say something suspicious in any way? Right as soon as this shit started, I would have been on that, right? Because I know I got swapped. He doesn't know. And he immediately accused you. That would have been the first thing that came out of my fucking mouth. And then, after he says that, I can immediately hit him with the I was swapped. Because that's what happened. You want to make this all cinematic. You want to talk about some, not quite what I would do. Get the fuck out of my face, bro.
we left the viewing platform, we hardly talked. I would still have a whole stack left, so why would I ask you for more?
True.
Why did you?
Well, that's it, isn't
I
it?
fucking...
Is that not obvious to you? Glove, just think about it.
Dumbass.
That wasn't me. I got swapped.
How convenient.
How
I was
convenient.
swapped as well.
Thank you, Mustard. Thank you. Someone was fishing for swaps. They swapped with Mustard and then swapped with me. Saw you, Glove, and then went to mark you, posing it as just asking for signs. That's the killer.
Cool.
You know, if you are the Spark, that is quite the 40 chess move.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
Knife then launches into a speech about why he thinks it's Venus, which Glove agrees with and Oak denies, and the video ends there.
Oak, you gotta lock the fuck in, man. Knife is having some genius level deductions right now. Like, come on.
With Mustard refusing to say where he was.
And also, okay, Mustard is suspicious because he's refusing to tell us where he was, and it's like, dude, what the fuck?
Swapped to.
Okay, where he was swapped to.
Knife saying he could be the medic, and Glove arguing for more information. But in the last few seconds, Oak has a real...
It's really sus that Mustard doesn't want to tell anybody where he was, because, like, just fucking come out with it, man. Venus, I noticed, didn't talk, like, at all during this meeting, and also last meeting said she was trying to explore the maze, and said she was going to continue to do so, and then Oak ended up trapped in the maze, deep in the maze, mind you, that he could not get out of even before the round ended. It seems like the only person who would be able to get that deep and know it was actually deep with no easy escape would be the person who spent the first... What round is this? Like 4? The first 4 rounds exploring the fucking maze.
Wait, Knife. You said you were in the maze?
What about it?
Oh my god.
That's exactly where I got swapped.
Oh my god, bro. Well, yeah, just throw your vote out, Broseph. It's not Knife. That was
Oak's
fucking too
alibi
easy.
does check out with what we've seen. It's clear that he was confused when he got swapped into the maze, and as he pointed out, this also makes Glove essentially 100% not the Spark. That leaves three suspects.
It actually, yeah, Glove is 100% not the Spark. He was standing right next to you. If he was the Spark and he pressed G to swap and he swapped with you, you guys would just change positions. It's not him at all. He's a completely innocent man.
One of them, or maybe even Oak, being the medic. If the medic is Oak, the reason he didn't admit to it could have been to set a trap in case anyone else tried to claim it, in which case Oak would know
also
for
to set
sure
a trap.
that
That's
it's
like
them,
in it's like in Among Us. What was the one role? Tracker. I played Among Us with my friends. Tracker is a very, very good and helpful role. Like, it's so goated. And you could also just set traps for people of like, yeah, bro, like, if they try to claim Tracker, you already got them. Like, it's so easy. Also, kind of a similar thing with Engineer as well. If somebody tries to claim Engineer after venting, you got them. You already got them. Like, it's great.
Nobody does claim medics, so we don't know. Mustard is a question mark here because he gave no information besides the fact he was also swapped at some point. Knife said he was in the maze, but no one can prove that, and Venus
also,
said,
I'm not gonna lie, that was not good, like, info at all. If somebody is saying I got swapped and this fucking jackass is talking about some how convenient, like he's the fucking cops from SML, then you having been swapped as well doesn't mean anything. It doesn't help at all. Stupid.
She was in the top left all game, which would line up with the behavior of the player we saw in the beginning, but all we have is her
top
work.
Left?
My best.
Hold the phone. Top left. I don't believe her. I simply... I guess I'm forced to believe her. If Knife was in the maze and he didn't get swapped, then she couldn't have swapped with Knife and then popped a swap. And Mustard is refusing to tell us where he went. Mustard could have been in the maze, gotten swapped with, because he said, I got swapped too. Venus swaps into the maze, goes deeper in, and then swaps with Oak. Could be the play. Or Mustard just a big fucking liar, swapped with Oak, and then tried to kill the guy.
Guess on the Spark so far would actually be Knife here.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Left side location makes sense for the fluke kill in round 1, and it seems like he actually could be double bluffing about both killing Cardboard and admitting to being in the maze when he knows Oak was swapped there, doing the obvious thing both times to avoid suspicion. But once again, we're left largely in the dark without a match.
Listen, I'm saying it was too obvious if it would be him as a viewer. It's clearly not him. This is a scripted thing. He's clearly a red herring. Now, if this was an actual game that I was playing with people and somebody was behaving like that, I would absolutely vote them off. Absolutely. Because, like, you're just going to keep... Not with the Cardboard thing, but he's talking about some... Well, he also would have not... Unless he was... I don't think it's a good double bluff. It's a terrible double bluff because it doesn't work on anybody but Oak. It doesn't make any sense. So... Actually, this guy's just fucking yapping.
The only way forward is to watch the second to last round, round 4.
Oh, we're only 3 rounds deep.
Oak
Okay.
and Glove meet up in the viewing lobby, Oak seeing a random player on his way there, but way too far to have marked him. Oak tells Glove about his growing suspicions of it being Knife, and Glove agrees it's possible, but admitting to being in the maze would be a weird play for Knife to pull. Oak also mentions trusting Venus, and then Glove suggests...
Oak. Come on, man. You trust Venus on what condition? What condition did she perform that got your trust? The only person you should trust at this moment is Glove. None of those other fuckers are trustworthy. At all. Come on, man.
That's something interesting. A trap. Using himself as bait to lure the Spark over since he's the most innocent person in the lobby. Oak asks how the Spark would know it's Glove, and Glove demonstrates just that.
Okay.
shooting himself.
That's
with
IQ,
the
but also it's a pretty obvious trap, but it is also IQ, so I fuck with it.
With Glove's name tag revealed and the plan in motion, they post up right inside the lava room. Oak hiding in the
you better
corner,
nod like a
ready
good
to
boy.
shoot whoever tries to kill Glove the second Glove flashes him the axe signal. The trap is set. The two wait around for a few
What if he
minutes
misses the arrow?
until
Okay, so Glove is dead, for real this time.
Oak is swapped into the maze again.
Yeah, GG's,
he immediately
man.
begins to run, panicking, because
Jumps
if
for
he
Glove.
was swapped here, that means whoever is with Glove at this moment
Is the
is
imposter,
without
yes.
a doubt the spark. All Oak has to do is shoot his arrow at the person
How
next
did
to
you
Glove,
miss?
and he
Okay.
guarantees himself the identity of the spark. All he needs to do is escape the maze before the round
So
ends.
buns.
He runs through the tunnels, hitting dead end after dead end
guy
after dead
sucks.
end. The seconds ticking by. If he can't get to Glove, he'll die, and the whole trap will have been for nothing. He keeps running. A minute left. 45 seconds.
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Okay.
He's out.
Let's go,
All
go.
he has to do is make it to Glove. He rounds the bend through the lounge, into the atrium, and there he is.
There he is.
Glove. And the spark.
Come on, man. Get there. Get there. Oh.
He's too late.
Fuck. And that's the only person you could trust in the entire
Oak
lobby
goes
gone.
hard at Knife, now certain and wanting to
Why do you think it's Knife?
avenge his
Explain.
death threat.
Explain
All
it to
he
me.
has to do is convince
Why do you think it's
Mustard to
Knife?
vote with
You just
him
don't
and
like
Venus.
Guys, I know it's Knife for a fact. He
How?
tried to kill Glove in the previous round, failed, and now he's just finishing the job.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I haven't seen Glove the entire game.
Bro, please.
Now I don't believe that. If I was, well, I do believe that because I'm a Knife believer because I see this as a narrative and there's no way it's him. But also, if I was a player, I wouldn't believe that. That is yap. That is just making you look more sus.
As if you expect me to believe that for a second.
I
Right?
don't expect you to believe anything, dimwit. Though unlike Cardboard, I wouldn't put it past you being the spark. I have a hard time believing even you would be this stupid to accuse me here.
So then what were you doing all
Damn.
game then?
Nothing. I was just exploring out the labyrinth again. I even ran into someone in the lounge. They can verify.
The labyrinth? The maze? See, now you're just making yourself even more sus, I guess. Like, this is not a double bluff. There's no universe where this is a double bluff. There's no universe where this is a bluff. I just don't think he has it in him, I'll be honest.
I was there.
That was me.
I also ran into
I must
someone
have.
in the lounge, so that doesn't mean much.
Shut the fuck up. What the shit? Hold on. Let's go back real quick. I just want to say something. Like,
I was
hold
just
on.
exploring out the labyrinth again.
Right.
I even ran into someone in
I ran into someone in the lounge.
the lounge. They can verify
They can verify, right?
I was there.
That was me.
That was me, says Mustard. This means that, per chance, unless somebody calls Venus out on this, there is no way she's telling the truth. You know what I mean? Unless Mustard goes, that was me again, then she's a fucking liar.
I also ran into someone in the lounge, so that doesn't mean much. I could have ran into Mustard. You could have ran into me. There's no way of knowing who's who. Oh, were you with Glove the entire round?
Oh my fucking god. Okay, you stupid fuck. If you ran into someone in the lounge, right? And Knife ran into someone in the lounge, and Mustard ran into someone in the lounge, this story doesn't make any fucking sense. Someone would have to run into two people in the lounge. Fucking Christ.
Yes, I was. In the vault.
And nobody's even gonna ask who ran into two people? Come the fuck on.
Volcano room, and he told me specifically no one else had interacted with him all game, so it had to have been Knife.
You have no grounds to even think it's me. Did you even see anyone else? And you know what I was going to say before you accused me for literally no reason. I got swapped. Tell me one good reason.
Did you? Did you really now? Now you look even more sus. I'm going to be honest with you. Also, big brain theory, really big brain theory. What if it's Oak? I said that the POV character can't be the imposter because it's stupid. But what if he is? You know what I mean? There's no indicator for if we would know that. Like, is there text on the bottom of the screen when you mark somebody that says, oh, this player has been marked? You know what I mean? Like, what if it's just him? It's not like when you right click, it makes a punch or an effect or anything. He could just be killing people with us as the audience and we wouldn't even fucking know. And what's his name? Fucking Knife is talking about I got swapped, right? And he also said he was in the maze last time. What if Oak is the imposter and is right-clicking and then swapping himself away to direct attention to other people by claiming that he was swapped? You know what I mean? Is this not big brain time? Like, come on.
Right now, that Mustard and Venus should even humor your argument.
Oh, you got swapped? Well, so did I. I got swapped away from Glove, and that person must have marked him after the swap. I just wasn't fast
But what if you marked him before the swap?
enough to find out it was you.
Bullshit! I got swapped into the library, not a soul was there.
Okay, the library. So, it's not Oak. It can't be Oak. Oak was never in the library this round. So I guess my POV character theory is just fucking dead in the water, like, seconds later.
Wait, that's a blatant lie. I got swapped into the labyrinth, and that's...
Okay, you fucking idiot. How many swaps are allowed per game? So, like, last round, 2 people claimed to have gotten swapped. If somebody swapped Knife into the library, it doesn't have to be a blatant lie, you fucking idiot. They could have swapped Knife into the library. They're somewhere else now. They go into the maze and swap again. This doesn't need to be a lie, dumbass.
That's exactly where you said you were.
Oh, come on. You just want me out. It's so obvious. You're just trying to cover for the fact that you pretended to befriend Glove just so you could kill him out and throw it on me. Nice plan, genius, but it's not gonna work.
Why are you two the only ones arguing amongst each other? Y'all are like the 2 least suspicious people here. You just like each other the least. This is why you're gonna fucking lose.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Venus, Mustard,
Don't appeal to authority, you fucking idiot. God damn it.
Tell me you guys aren't seeing this. This guy's obviously been hostile the whole game and he's clearly
That doesn't
the
mean
spark.
anything.
He killed Cardboard because he annoyed him, and then killed Glove because he was onto him.
None
He's
of those things
obviously
mean
now
anything.
just trying to bluff his way out of this.
So, Knife, you said you were swapped into the library, and Oak, you were swapped into the labyrinth?
Yes.
I need
Yes,
her
but
to stop
he's lying.
talking.
Mustard, you weren't swapped,
Yes, but
were you?
yes, but he's lying. He doesn't. Neither of them need to be lying. Oh my fucking god, man! How do I understand the game better than the people playing it? Holy fuck!
No.
Okay, neither of
Okay, so can there only be 2 swaps per round? Because it seems like people only swap twice per round is what we're getting at. So there's 2 swaps per round, or maybe even more. Neither of them need to be lying. It is so fucking easy to go from library to maze as seen on the map without anyone seeing you. It is so fucking easy. Right? And besides, that's not even the case here. He got swapped into the library. If he's telling the truth, which he doesn't need to not be. Like,
I, meaning that for
it's
certain,
ridiculous.
one of the 2 of them is lying.
Yeah, and that
Probably
person is
Knife.
Knife. Exactly.
look at her trying to, See? Because she's already got somebody on board. Mustard is easily malleable, and she wants to get rid of a person who she thinks is a bigger threat because Oak is already on her side. She's manipulating this broke little boy to do her fucking bidding. Right? This guy is a bum. Oak is probably the bummiest protagonist I've seen in anything ever. He might be worse than fucking Takemichi, bro. Holy shit.
You know you're the worst spark in the history of this game, and there's no chance.
Knife,
you win,
shut up,
right?
you're dead, bro.
Even if
We're
you
not even
vote
trying to
out
hear
here,
it.
You made it clear to Mustard and Venus there's a 50-50 between the 2 of us. They just hide until the next meeting and you lose.
Well, luckily, we won't have to worry about
Well,
that.
luckily,
since
we
once
won't have to
vote
worry
you,
about the
game's
next meeting
gonna
once
be
we vote
over.
you out. No,
Venus, I know you're an
dumbass.
idiot, but Mustard, I have hope that you have at least some semblance of reason, and we'll vote Oak here.
Why are you guys... Oh my fucking god. It's not a 50-50 between you two. It's a 50-50 between those two. Narratively, of course. From an audience perspective. From a game perspective, obviously Oak has not done anything to clear himself. I would say Knife, even from a game perspective, seems more innocent than Oak. Also, Mustard and Venus still have no fucking real alibis and are never seen by anyone ever and could easily kill people fucking so easily. Like, they're still, even from a game perspective, they're still the most fucking suspicious. Especially Venus. Nobody has seen her ever in any of the fucking rounds.
Mustard, listen to me. I was in the volcano room all game with Glove. We tried to set up a trap together using Glove as bait. It's just I got swapped away, and in that time, the Spark, aka Knife, must have marked Glove. Vote with us, and I promise we will win. It is clearly Knife. Venus has an alibi running into you. You know you did.
Venus doesn't have an alibi. She doesn't. She literally doesn't. She stole Knife's alibi, and you don't like him, so you're going to take her alibi over his. That's it. If they both truly ran into somebody in the lounge, either Mustard would have seen two people, or Knife would have seen two people, right? Knife claims to have ran into someone. Okay. And Mustard says that was him. Venus claims she had ran into somebody, and nobody claims anything, right? Either she's lying, or one of them are. That's it. The lounge is not a big room. I've seen the lounge. If they were all congregated in the lounge at the same time, they all would have fucking seen each other.
Didn't get swapped. It has to be Knife.
I think he's right, Mustard. I'm pretty sure it's Knife.
Mustard, I was in the labyrinth all game, got swapped into the library, and then met you afterwards in the lounge. All I did was return to the maze. You saw me. Vote Oak, and the game ends here.
The voting phase comes. Knife is out.
Alright, also thinking about it, this isn't even like Among Us. You don't have to vote Knife out. What was it? From the starting thing, 2 people win. I think, is it $1,000 split between, or is it 2 people win, or is it just the imposter if it's the imposter and one other person? Because at the start he said until there's 2 people, and then those people split the $1,000. Or is it just the imposter gets the $1,000? Also, all this for $1,000? Not even any higher prize? Ridiculous. Anyway, there goes Knife.
Oh my god, idiots.
This shit is clearly not going to end, though. I don't even need to look at the video timer to know that.
The game isn't over. There's one round left.
Oh
Knife
boy,
wasn't the spark.
obviously.
Oak spawns in, and immediately he knows one thing to be true. The killer is still alive.
Thanks,
He
Captain
runs, loading his
Obvious.
crossbow and anxiously looking over his shoulder in case someone is following. And after hesitating for another second, he runs face first into the maze, trying to hide out the round. If he can survive here, and so can the other two, they
Face
have a
first
chance
into
at
the
voting out
maze?
the
And
true
who's always in the
spark,
maze,
whoever it
huh?
may be. Oak carefully wanders through the maze, peeking corners and crouching so as to not make a sound. Finally, he finds a path to hide in.
He's gonna find
Crossbow at the
Venus,
ready.
because Venus is always
And
in the
he
maze,
waits.
and that's how she's always swapping people into the fucking maze. Sound. Mustard or Venus? Who do we got?
It's Venus. She's hiding just like Oak and tells
Hiding my ass. Also, how do you know it's not Mustard pretending to be Venus? You know what I mean? Like, that's such an easy play to make. You know what I mean? If it is Mustard as the imposter, he could easily just say, hey, it's me, Venus, and then you're fucking all doodle hootenanny because you completely trust her for some reason, even though she's never given you any reason to.
him to follow her, that she knows the route of the maze. Oak obliges, trusting
She knows the route of the maze. See what I'm talking about?
her with his life. Venus leads him through the network of tunnels and into a small room we caught a glimpse of earlier, an area with a furnace and a crafting table. Venus tells him that they'll be safe here and there's no way Mustard can find them. Just in case he triggers a swap though, they
So you turned your back to place that sign. She could have got you right there.
decide to create a code word. Whenever one of them writes a sign saying torch, the other will say ketchup. If someone doesn't answer correctly, the other one knows that they've been swapped. For a few quiet minutes, Venus and Oak...
Also, if he's the bad guy, he could have touched her right there. I mean, we know he's probably not because of certain other events that we spoke of, but, you know, you never know.
Shuffle back and forth in the
we know he's not
room,
because of the knife
drawing
thing.
out the timer. If they can survive for these final minutes until the round ends without getting marked, they can vote out Mustard and win. It all comes down to this. 3 minutes left. Oak triggers the code word.
Torch?
Venus responds
Ketchup.
correctly. 2 minutes left. Oak asks Venus what they should do if Mustard finds them.
What if it's him now?
Venus says that won't happen.
Cap.
90 seconds left. Venus triggers the code word.
Torch.
Oak responds correctly.
Ketchup.
60 seconds left. This is it.
I don't like that. That looks bad. That's also bad. Both of these things are bad. Who is that? Shoot. Brother, shoot. Brother, shoot. Venus, who I'm presuming is Venus, was looking real strange, looking around as if she'd been swapped, maybe? I think you should have shot whoever walked in that fucking door. Okay? If you shoot them and it's Venus, you know Mustard's right there. If you shoot them and it's Mustard, fuck. Okay, he starts running.
Mustard chases Oak down the hallway, sprinting after him. 40 seconds left. All Oak has to do is not get marked before the round ends.
This guy sucks at navigating
30 seconds
mazes.
left. 20 seconds left.
He's put himself in constant dead ends, and he spends
15
way too
seconds
long
left.
inside of the dead ends as well. It's fucking
10.
ridiculous. Oh my god. If that was the killer, he could have already right-clicked your shit. He could have been right-clicked your shit. The fact that he even saw you and approached you like that, he got your shit. He super got your shit. If this guy's dead, then it was Mustard and GG's. If he's not, then either Mustard... Well... If he's dead, it is Mustard and GG's. If he's not dead... It's not Mustard. And it can only be Venus. And here's my explanation for that. If he doesn't die, that means that it's not Mustard, because Mustard was as soon as he saw him, was in range of right-clicking him. Right? It's not like right-clicking has a very short distance. Even with how close he was there, he could have been right-clicked his shit. Even as he was approaching, he could have right-clicked his shit. If he's dead, it's Mustard and we lose. If he's not dead, it's Venus and she's simply doing a long play because Oak trusts her so much, and she could simply sit there, not kill anybody, and then boom, bam, bop. Mustard doesn't find them, no one dies, and they can be like, oh, it's Mustard, we were with each other the entire time and no one died, it's Mustard, and that's the easiest win of her life. So here we go. It's Venus. Alright, easy.
What? We all survived?
I thought for sure we lost.
Wait, so it's just Mustard. Venus, that was perfect. I barely escaped him. We just
Here's the problem though, you didn't escape him. That's the issue. You didn't escape him. The fact that he saw you at the end and got that close to you before the round ended means he easily could have killed you right there. You didn't escape shit. You suck at navigating mazes, and you're a terrible protagonist, and I hope you fucking lose.
Put him here and we win.
Oh, you're the one who ran?
Well, yeah, though I'd imagine Venus would run too.
She didn't.
It's not you, is it?
What? No. Why? It's clearly Mustard here.
Oak, I was backed into a corner and I couldn't run. But Mustard didn't go after me.
What? Maybe he wasn't thinking straight. He probably didn't even notice you.
This guy's a fucking idiot. This guy's actually a fucking idiot. Holy shit.
It's you. You're the spark. You were trying to run act innocent.
It's
Hello?
Venus, guys.
Yo, if I was the spark, I would have just won there.
That's what I can't figure out. Why wouldn't you just mark me right away and win the game?
Maybe because I'm not the spark?
It's because he didn't want to gamble on the medic showing up. If he marked you, then there's a chance
You
that
wouldn't even know if the medic is still alive. Unless Mustard's about to say, it's because I'm the medic. Which, honestly, I don't fucking believe in. And if he does say that, then he's probably the imposter.
the medic could still be alive and save you. He probably was waiting to mark you right before the round ended.
Okay, you actually sound dumb now, bro. Like, what kind of plan is that?
Why don't you think Oak could just be the medic? He could have protected me and ran away.
Because
he definitely didn't protect you. I'll say that much. By the time he got there, because clearly we saw the whole time he didn't ever face you with an empty hand once. And by the time Mustard arrived, he didn't even try to face you with an empty hand. He ran away immediately. He is not the medic.
I'm the medic.
There it is.
Okay, wow.
Mustard's the fucking imposter.
What a great lie. Now you bring that up?
It is such a fucking lie.
If you are the medic, you can stop
That
hiding
fucker
and
is
just say
not
it so
the
I know I
medic.
can trust you.
Venus, I'm saying this because I know you can trust me. I am not the medic.
Oh, you are a
Mustard
fucking
isn't
loser.
either because he's the spark. I have no role. I'm not the medic. I'm not the spark. I'm innocent. That's it.
Mustard, I still don't get it. If Oak was the spark, why didn't he just kill you then at the end of the maze?
Because I'm not the spark? If I was, you're right. I could have just won.
He was probably just scared that I was protected, that you were somehow the medic and marked me. He didn't want to gamble on me possibly surviving and knowing he marked me, even if it was a small chance that you...
Mustard is yapping right now. All that stuff seems way too 4D chess for anybody to ever even think about in a situation like that. That is, like, stupid as fuck. And why would you even think that far unless you're fucking Light Yagami, apparently? Fucking Yoshikage Kira, L from fucking Death Note. Like, why are you thinking in such a broad aspect? Nobody is thinking like that during a fucking social deduction game of murder. It's just stupid.
For the medic, it would mean he was clearly exposed. He knows he...
I guess Mustard is thinking like that in a social deduction game. So, I'll take that back.
He has a better chance at just gaining your trust and voting me out.
So
That's
riddle me.
exactly... That's what Venus just did. That's literally what Venus just did. What he just described is what Venus did. When he just said he has a better chance of winning if he just gets someone's trust and then votes them out. That is what Venus just did to Oak, right? That's why nobody died. That's what just happened, right? I know it is. I literally know it is.
This, medic, why did you chase me into the maze?
To save you!
Because you ran? Are you daft? If you were the killer, you could have easily stood there, and as he approached, well, he wouldn't approach you, but like, because you ran, he approached you. If you were the killer, and your compadre ran, right? He's going to assume that that person clearly has no role, and he's going to chase them, and he's going to waste his protection on them. But because the medic then wastes their protection on that person who ran into the maze, the killer can then easily kill the medic, right? The person who runs is more likely to not be the killer, and is more likely to have been marked or have a chance to be marked, obviously.
What?
I figured that the one who ran into the maze first was more likely to be the innocent one, as they would think I was the spark. That was the person I wanted to protect, but it looks like my gamble was wrong.
Okay, Venus, there's no way you believe.
But it looks like my gamble was wrong. Your gamble was right. You just, I can't even call him stupid because he's thinking in such fucking, like, 47 steps ahead that I can't even call him dumb. But I can call him socially inept. That's what I can call him.
Think about it this way. It was either him or Knife from the last round. You know you're innocent. Knife was voted out.
You know you're
so
innocent.
You have to vote for Oak.
Why?
I could just as easily see it being you.
Why do they all just assume she's innocent? It is the biggest assumption of all time. She's not cleared herself in any way. She's never present. The only time we even saw her for any amount of relevant screen time was right now, where she could have easily been the Spark playing a mind game. Why do they all implicitly trust her so fucking easily? What is happening? What is going on?
You, Mustard.
Just as easily? What? Yo, it is obviously him.
It's him, Venus. Vote Oak.
Why did he lock the fuck in for that? It's him, Venus. He tried to make his voice all deep and shit. He trying to rizz up fine shit. Is that what's going on? Is that why you don't want to vote her, bro? What's happening here?
We end the game here.
Venus, surely you don't believe him.
See, he didn't get a lock-in voice, so she's gonna vote him out because clearly the other guy means business, and this guy's talking like a bitch.
I'm innocent, right? I was literally with you the whole round. You know just as well as I do. If I was the Spark, I would have won. You have to trust me.
Sorry, buddy. Oak has been voted out. Honestly, I'm fucking glad he didn't win. This guy sucks. Venus. Like, just don't fucking bind her. Golly, bro. You piss me off. Get the fuck out of here. What? Get your bitch ass out of this fucking game, you fucking loser. What the hell? All this sad ass music over a band, bro. $1,000. Like, what are you even gonna use that for, bro? So I mean, probably a bill, like some bills, you know, maybe buy some food, you know what I'm saying? The water bill, and then some groceries, you know. It's pretty a good amount of money. It's like it's life-changing or anything.
That's the last video on Matchbox, and with that, the end of the experiment. The question, of course, remains, who was the Spark?
Venus.
What happened there? Who won? Matchbox doesn't give us an answer. It's up to us to piece together the clues and decide for ourselves who we think the Spark is. Was it Venus? Mustard? Or has it always been the player we've been watching this entire time?
No.
Oak.
I tried that angle already, dude,
in
but
a way that you could be watching the killer and
it's
have
just
no idea.
It's just not
Right-clicking with
how
your
that
hand
is.
doesn't look
It's
like
just not
anything. Pressing G to swap doesn't either. In fact,
like I tried to go down this same road, good sir, and I just found that it just doesn't work. So let's see him try to paint it this way.
if you trace the footage back for each kill, Oak was there the entire time.
True. Was that Flute? I mean, I guess I did say that. Well, I did actually say that the Flute could have been him.
Glove,
it was only because of what Knife said
again.
in that like last
Oak was always
trial.
There. Hand out.
Not Glove, Knife. Because of what Knife said during that last trial, I was like, there's no way.
If reactions to getting swapped were just an act, it could really be that Oak was the spark. We've been watching the killer all along. Except it doesn't line up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
There's one kill here that Oak couldn't have possibly made. Cardboard.
True. Also because of the
Second
cardboard
round,
kill.
Oak was only close to Glove.
I was saying because of the knife swap thing, I was like, he couldn't have done that because he was never in the library. But also, he just could have never gotten the cardboard kill ever at all. So, fair, touche, bro, touche.
And no one else. Unless this player was somehow cardboard and Glove was putting on an elaborate act somewhere else in the map, Oak couldn't have marked cardboard. Oak cannot be the spark. So that leaves us with two options, Mustard and Venus. Venus is by far the character we know the least about. She's been present in hardly any of Oak's footage until the last round, and we don't know where she's been all game. As a result, it's very possible that she could have really been behind every murder we've seen. She marked flute and cardboard, swapped with Oak to mark glove, and swapped with Oak to mark glove again. But if it is Venus, why she didn't just vote Mustard out and instead let herself be gaslit into voting Oak is a mystery. Mustard, on the other hand, has more of an alibi. He was allegedly in the scrapyard round 1, so marking flute would have been difficult, and
would have been impossible, actually. Yeah, it's Venus.
he met up with cardboard and knife in the second round, so marking cardboard there would also be a bit of a stretch. That being
also impossible. So yeah, it's Venus. See, both of those times are impossible because he only walked up and talked to knife and then left. And I'm going to assume that cardboard stuck with knife for the rest of the round until he died, which the kill is impossible. And then with that first one, Flute was with the gang the entire time. And I don't think Flute went with Oak to check the scrapyard where Mustard is. I think that was only Glove. So yet again, the kill is impossible.
said, we don't know his exact whereabouts, so it could well have been him too. If it was Mustard though, then who was the medic? Venus and Oak didn't claim it, and we know the medic saved Glove, which can only mean one thing. Was Knife the medic?
Probably.
Unless it was Glove and he lied about being saved to bring someone out. The information just doesn't line up. The stories are incomplete. The Matchbox experiment doesn't tell us directly who the spark is, instead giving us pieces of broken information. We may never get a direct answer from the channel itself.
We don't need
but
one.
If anything, that
what you've
makes
just
it
laid
a
out
mystery
before me
more worth
has
solving.
proven
It could
to
be
me
that maybe there's a puzzle
exactly
piece
who it
I
is.
missed, and maybe one of you watching will be the one who solves them.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it'll be me. I'm the one who solves it. It's Venus. All the information you have just given me makes me completely sure that it is 100% impossible for Mustard to have gotten the first 2 rounds of kills, and Venus is just a more likely candidate because of the whole maze thing. Also, I don't know, man. The imposters love to do goofy shit like that. Whenever I'm an imposter in fucking Among Us and 2 innocents are arguing for the other to be innocent or guilty, I don't just immediately side with one. I like to play it a little bit. You know what I mean? All crazy people, not crazy people, but all people who have a little bit of like sociopathic tendencies when it comes to social deduction games whenever they get the imposter. Because trust me, almost everybody immediately becomes a fucking murderous psychopath as soon as they get imposter in Among Us. It is insane how quickly that switch flips for people, bro. So, especially if $1,000 are on the line, bro, I am the fucking jonkler at that point, dog. There is just, like, come on, man. They like, it's easily, she just played it a little. That's it. That's all she had to do. Especially because if she was too quick to hop on anyone's side, then they could have suspected her, except I guess, never mind. If she hopped on Mustard's side really quick, Mustard might have suspected her. But not Oak, because Oak fucking implicitly trusted her blindly immediately from like the first round, which is really dumb of him. I guess that's going to be it for the Matchbox experiment. Personally, I would have won. That empty chair right there, that would have been me, and I would have won because I'm not a fucking idiot. All right. It's a really long video, I think. Maybe it was like even an hour. You should probably subscribe. I'm not begging you, but by definition, I am begging you. Yes, I am going to use that because it's what I have to do. I need subscribers because I'm a YouTuber. That's like the whole. That's the whole gig, I think. Like, and it's. Shut the fuck up.